Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's your boy, Pigskin Peete. Happy coronavirus to everybody. Sorry, I have not been able to put out content like I normally can. I'm not going to even attempt to explain that. But I will be back soon. But I did get a suggestion from a viewer to play some of my older stuff. And I haven't gone back and watched any of my older videos until today. And wow. So against my better judgment, I'm going to take a visit down memory lane today and go play 2 or 3 videos that were uploaded between a year or 2 ago since I've been on YouTube. But for those of you who are new here, things were different back then. It's very different. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Again, against my better judgment. This one is Unbeatable Alabama 2019. That's not that old. Let's do a different one. So I used to do a series of videos called Random Thoughts by Pete. That's that one at the top there. Let's do that one. That 144 massive views. Let's check that one out.
Watch carefully.
Welcome to Random Thoughts by Pete, off-season edition. Alabama wins another title, the Philadelphia Eagles win their first title, and they both do it with backup quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa and Big Dick Nick Foles. Who'da thunk it? Now what do you do with Nick Foles? We already know what you're going to do with Jalen Hurts. One of 2 things is going to happen. Foles will be traded, or he'll be the best damn backup quarterback in the history of the NFL. One of 2 things is going to happen with Hurts. He's going to ride the pine, or he's going to stand up next to the pine and watch Tua throw some more touchdown passes, and then eventually transfer. The Carolina Panthers go from one of the most stable organizations in the NFL to a dumpster fire almost overnight. All because Jerry Richardson apparently eats Viagra like M&M's and can't keep his old wrinkle wee-wee in his pants. Jerry Richardson, bye. David Gettleman, see ya. Mike Shula, bye. Jonathan Stewart, please don't go. The only thing that can make this situation worse is if we hired Butch Jones to be our coach next year. Which brings me to my next subject. What kind of halfway house is Nick Saban running over there? First Lane Kiffin, then the drunk Sarkisian, now the life coach Butch Jones? The only thing worse would be if he hired Jerry Sandusky to be his middle school scout. All right, that wasn't funny. Yeah, it was. Tons of trades going on, big names all throughout the NFL. Alex Smith, Redskins. Richard Sherman, 49ers. Tyrod Taylor, Browns. Case Keenum, Broncos. Kirk Cousins, I don't know. Odell Beckham Jr. to rehab. He should just quit the NFL and become a rapper. His life would be a lot easier. Go to a place where they praise this kind of crap. The Seattle Seahawks trade away everybody that means anything on that defense, which means now the sole and loudest voice on that team will be Russell Wilson. And if there's one thing we know about Russell Wilson, it's that he says absolutely nothing, and he means it. And somebody needs to P-test Pete Carroll for methamphetamine. That can't be natural. I've seen tweakers who are less twitchy than him. Maybe him and Odell have the same dealer. Who knows? The Underwear Olympics were a huge success. The only people that really made out in that contest was Under Armour, or whoever it is that sponsored all that underwear. The only thing I really learned are 2 things. Saquon Barkley is a freak athlete, and people still either love or hate Baker Mayfield. I, for one, think he's going to be better than both Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen. But the best quarterback in this draft will be Josh Allen. Write it down. And now for my final thoughts. If there's one thing both the NFL and in college football that we know going into next season, the Gamecocks are still going to be terrible. That's a given. We know that every year. And the Browns will find a way to screw up all these attributes they have this year. And as a consequence, will probably ruin some young star's career. Now, I will admit, that second thing I hope does not happen. But we are talking about the Browns here. Go Tigers, Go Panthers, go ACC, and Odell, call me. Party at my house, bro. Pigskin Peete checking out.
Damn, was I not wrong? Or was I not right about the quarterbacks in that draft? I said that Josh Allen would be the best quarterback and that Rosen and Darnold would get outshined. Man, I'm basically a genius. That was over a year ago. Obviously, that was before the draft 2 years ago. All right, so the next thing we're going to do here is look at Unbeatable Alabama 2019. So this was following Clemson beating Alabama in the 2019 National Championship during the offseason. That was probably almost exactly a year ago to today. Let's take a look at that one. I remember making this one.
Going back to Bama, gonna take it nice and slow. Going back to Bama, wanna see some more roads. Take it easy, Alabama, and I'll watch my babies grow. Going back, Alabama. Going back, Alabama. Alabama. Going back. Yeah, I'm coming home to my Chevrolet and I'ma ride alone. I'm coming round to this old bridge in this small town, and I'ma cross this riverbed and bring everybody I know, and I'ma show them the best side of this rebel flag that people hold. My cousin told me don't forget where you come from. Baby boy, I won't, I promise. How could I run from what became so strong? A part of my childhood when nothing could cheer me up with the thought of home in the wild woods. I'll hold up the name, cause we've been through it all. I'm not afraid to change when daddy said he knew it all. I just shook his hand. Well, maybe you're wrong, cause I found the whole world when I found my song in Alabama. Going back to Bama, gonna take it nice and slow. Going back to Bama, wanna see some more roads. Take it easy, Alabama, and I watch my babies grow. Going back, Alabama. Going back, Alabama. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going back to Bama with another that jack. Shotgun rested, never gone back. Give me $20 and a 6-shot, and I come back with a moon pie and a 6-pack. Catfish spit, I got a piece of that pie. Tell me, do you want some of that? And I pull up with the whole flatbed of the baddest that you've ever got from a crop. Yellow Wolf's got that cold flow from a gold bowl. Put a motherfucker down on Dick's head with a verse that I pulled out from the soul. When I come inside, well, buddy, I got that lock and cold. 256 in the booth, I spit, got a crew I'll get from the roots of the old and Alabama. Take
Oh, yeah, that one pissed a lot of gumpers off. I remember that one. Last one I'm going to do today is, hold on a second here, is a video. I almost don't want to play this one. A video series that I used to do. There's probably 3 or 4 of them. Called Our Favorite Coaches, where I imitate these different coaches. Yeah. Well, I'll just let this speak for itself. I'm not going to watch, though.
Tyler, with Grammarly's help, is writing an email to his boss, Anita. Tyler sits just 15 feet away.
Good afternoon, everybody. Pigskin Pete. It is my pleasure to bring back part 2 of everybody's favorite series, Our Favorite Coaches. And today, we have joining us some of our favorite coaches from around the country. First up, let's welcome back Bobby PETRINO to the show.
Well, it's great to be part of Louisville football. Going into another season, we are very excited. Of course, we do not have Lamar Jackson anymore, and it seems at media days that's all anybody wants to talk about is Lamar Jackson. Despite the fact that we don't have Lamar Jackson anymore, we still have a football team. And in this football team, we have to try to figure out a way to win without Lamar Jackson. Now, this young quarterback that's taken over, he's no Lamar Jackson, but comparing him to Lamar Jackson is not fair to him or Lamar Jackson. And everybody's forgetting the fact that we don't just have an offense, we do have a defense too. And I'm sure the next thing you're going to ask me is, how come Lamar Jackson didn't play both offense and defense? I'm going to be honest with you here. I tried to figure out a way to do that, but Lamar Jackson did not want to. So now, I'm open to any more questions as long as it has nothing to do with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson, Lamar Jackson.
Next, let's welcome back Jimbo Fisher.
Now look, everybody knows I spent a very long time down there at Florida State. All anybody wants to talk about is the ACC, the ACC, the ACC. I spent enough time in the ACC. I got tired of it. I got tired of losing to Clemson. Came down here to Texas A&M, where everything's bigger at Texas, especially my paycheck and my new girlfriend's ass. Now, before we even get into it, I already know the question you're going to ask me is, how come you were saying last year that the ACC was the premier conference, and now all of a sudden now this year you're saying the SEC is the premier conference? Well, it's simple. I'm a liar. Also, just in case you didn't know, the ACC, the most of them ACC teams, they are in the South. So I don't have a map with me, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it, okay? So the South Carolina's right here. Then you got Georgia right up underneath it, right up under there, and then there's Florida, and then you got Alabama and Louisiana right there too. So they're all really right there together. And I was down here in Florida. And so all around me, there's Georgia, Florida, LSU, Auburn, Alabama. I was just surrounded by, I couldn't even go out the back of my house and look out the window without seeing one of them boys down there. Now, I'm originally from West Virginia, so my schooling was not the best. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that the SEC and the ACC are pretty close to each other in geography. And just so you know, before you ask me the next stupid question, yeah, I'm in the SEC now, and I know I'm going to get my butt kicked just as bad in the SEC as I did in the ACC, so we can just go ahead and get that out of the way. Go Aggies.
Thank you, Coach Fisher. Next, one of our favorite coaches, Ed Orgeron. I'm really excited for this football season here at 2018. Go Tigers. We're going to be at least, and I promise you this, the 4th best team in the West and at least the 8th best team in the SEC. And just in case you did not see my interview at Media Day, I broke it down real clean like. Everybody wants to know about the offense. The offense. Doesn't everybody know that defense wins championships? It's simple. I fired Matt Canada. He's gone now. That automatically makes the offense at least 50% better. So to get another 50% better, we're going to have to run the ball and pass the ball. We're going to use both spread and pro-style offenses. Might use 5 wide receivers, might use 4. Hell, we might even be the first team to ever use 6. I'll just get rid of the center altogether. We don't need the center. The quarterback can just start out with the ball. No reason to even hike the ball. Just let the quarterback start with the ball. We'll take the center and we'll make him a wide receiver too. Hell, we could have 8 wide receivers. We don't need tight ends either. Well, we don't need blocking. We just need receivers. I'm gonna have to check the NCAA rule book, but I'm pretty sure we can just make everybody on the whole field a receiver, and once they hike that ball, just throw it to anybody and everybody. I'm pretty sure Leonard Fournette has 1 more year of eligibility left. I'm gonna give him a call, see if he'll come back down here to LSU and win us a national title. Go Tigers! Everybody welcome Mike Leach for his first appearance on the show. No, everybody just wants to talk about football. And that's all you guys want to talk about is football, and I don't know why. I mean, listen. Everybody thinks that we're that Earth is the only planet with humans on it. How do you know that? Have you been to other planets? Have you visited other planets? Did you go on vacation to Neptune? Everybody pretends as if we cannot have a 16-team playoff. Just add more teams to the playoff. And then they say, hey, Mike, how do you plan on doing that? Well, it's simple. Baseball does it. Basketball does it. It's not as if I had to write this down on cave walls. I was just walking down the street one day and it hit me in the head. Baseball, basketball. If you're planning on getting married, here's my best advice for you. Lock yourself in a room all the way leading up to the wedding for about 6-7 months. Anything your wife asks you, your future mother-in-law, your future wife's sisters, just say yes to everything. It'll make your life a lot easier. And one thing you will notice is the closer you get to the wedding, the more they are all gonna hate you. She's gonna ask you to help pick out the wedding cake. She's gonna say, hey, do you like the pink icing? You're gonna say yes. She's gonna say, well, I like the white icing. Then you're gonna say, fine, the white icing's fine. Then she's gonna say, you're just saying that because that's what you think I wanna hear. Listen, you're not gonna win. So like I said before, just lock yourself in a room and pray that your wife doesn't kill you or you don't blow your own brains out. And last but not least, our favorite coach for Tiger fans, DABO SWINNEY. BYOG, bring your own guts. It's a great day to be a Tiger. Who called Clemson a fraud? You're a fraud. We done beat Ohio State, Oklahoma, Alabama, Notre Dame, Georgia, LSU. We can give you stipends. We can give you nice rooms and nice uniforms, but we can't give you guts. Go Tigers! Pigskin Peete checking out.
Oh my God. The hell was I thinking? All right, guys. Until next time, I can do some more of these if you want. Until next time, it's your boy. Stay safe, stay healthy. Pigskin Peete, checking out.